Hello and welcome to EDGEPro. My name is Patty Warren, and today we're going to be talking about EDGEPro Rankings. We have several of our clients who ask, do we have industry standards or do we have benchmarks for the different KPIs in EDGEPro? And we call that EDGEPro Rankings. The EDGEPro Rankings are located in the business overview, and you can see we have a dashboard here named EDGEPro Rankings. To begin with, we'll kind of discuss just some of the features within the rankings. We do what we call a rolling year at a time. The reason we want to do our rankings for a year is you get better averages when you think about 12 months at a time. And you can see that we ran this report in April of 2021. You can see we also have some different date ranges in through here. These are all the different times that we've ran rankings. And you can sort nationally, or you can sort by your region. Or if you wanted to drill down even further, you could drill down like to the mid-Atlantic states. For the purpose of the training, I'm going to bring it back to national. So let's say you wanted to know about average frame sales. I can click on my optical performance and you can see I've got average frame sales right here. So when we ran the report last time, your average frame sale was $129. And when we think about, where other EDGEPro users stack up or where they stand, you can hit the Show Me More button. The Show Me More button is going to show you that out of all of our EDGEPro users, the average frame price is $89 and a penny. You can see that 50% of our EDGEPro users are at $81.31. Here's our top 25. This would be the top 10%. And this would be the top 1% of EDGEPro users. So since we're at $129.62, you can see that you're falling in between the top 25 and top 10% of EDGEPro users. Now, if you want to see where you're currently at, I'm going to close that. You can come up here to your optical overview and go to your frames. Got it open right up here. And you can see that so far, year to date, we are at $127. If you wanted to see where you were month to date, you can see we're 121. Or if you wanted to see last month, we were at 116. So again, you get better averages when you have more than just 1 month in your date ranges. So we're going to look kind of back at year to date. So we're at 127 currently. And when we ran the rankings last time, we were at $129. So we have dropped by about $2, overall compared to last year. But if you want to move to the next level, let's click our Show Me More button again. And, we're at $11 off here from being in the top 10%. So ask yourself, how can I move up to that next level? This is kind of my goal. In other words, I want to have a goal of being $140. All you need to do is come back to your frame page. Now, most people would say, okay, I'm going to have to raise my prices so that I can, move up into this level. And that is not the answer in most cases. When we want to increase our average frame sale, there's two key drivers. That's going to be patients' own frames and $0 frame sales. So patients' own frames, this is simply where we purchase lenses and we just didn't get a new frame. We used our old frame. And, we've got 344 patients that have used their own frame so far this year. If we think about it, we're in my date range from what I've got, we're about 22 weeks into the year. That's about 15 patients a week using their own frame. If you're open 5 days a week, that's about 3 per day. If we just reduce our patients' own frames, we can increase, that means they're purchasing a frame, so it'll help increase that overall frame sale average. Same concept with $0 frame sales. Just to remind everybody, a $0 frame sale is where we got a frame. It was just at no charge. It was covered by the plan. That's the most reason why we get a $0 frame sale. But, it can be if you're doing any promotions like buy one, get one frees, or, you may have some warranties and things like that in here too. But primarily it is going to be our $0 frame sales are going to be where we got a frame. It was just covered by the plan. And again, we've got 433. We're about 22 weeks into the year. That's about $19.20 per week. So again, that's going to end up being, 4 or 5 per week. So if we reduce these two categories, it will help increase our overall frame sale. So if our goal would be to be 140, that's how we could move up into that top 10%. If we just simply reduce the patient zone, reduce the $0 frames, it would help increase our average frame sale. So you can see it's not just about kind of changing the prices. A lot of times it's just looking at your drivers of your revenue to understand why it is where it's at. So let's come back over here to EDGEPro Rankings and let's kind of take a look at another one. Let's look at anti-reflective coatings. If I scroll down, you can see I've got anti-reflective coatings right here. So when we ran the rankings, you were at 74%. You're in the top 50%. Let's hit the show me more button. Let's see what we need to do to kind of move up to the level. To be in the top 25% of EDGEPro users, you would need to be at 83%. So we're just going to go look and see where we're at currently. How can we get to 83%? So we're going to come back up here to the top and we're going to go to our lens tab. And if you come up here to your optical overview, we have lenses. Now, when I click on my lens tab, you can see that so far, and I'm sorted year to date, we're at 75%. So we're already 5% higher than where we were. But remember, we want to get to 83%. All we need to do is click on our buy plan button. The buy plan button is going to help us uncover those opportunities by plan in our anti-reflective coatings. So if our goal was to get to 83%, well, we're already 81.5 with IMED. We're 79 with private pay, 78 with VSP. So we're 63 with our Davis Vision. So if you focus on Davis Vision patients and try to increase the anti-reflective coatings, let's say to get it up here to where VSP is at, it's going to increase your overall percentages for your anti-reflective coatings. So that's how you can use EDGEPro Rankings to really kind of understand where other EDGEPro users are at, how you stack up to EDGEPro users. And we do over here in the need help section. If we come in here, we can scroll down to some of our EDGEPro dashboards. In here, we have EDGEPro Rankings, and it's got understanding the rankings, how we came up with our regions and our divisions, what states are going to be in the Midwest, Northeast, South, and West region. So we've got some more, things here to kind of help you understand how we calculate out our EDGEPro Rankings. Hope this was helpful to everyone and have a great day.